on the speaker side. Shall we do a little test recording, like a 5-minute thing?
I've already started. I like how Harry's running backwards and looking over his shoulder at the same time.
Oh, his glasses don't look messed up. Okay, I'm guessing you ran the flash command, or it was already done.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Okay,
hello all you crazy people out there. This is Dragonite and Unworld.
Hey everyone.
And
How's
we're
things?
still playing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yep.
And before I forget, I will go and turn the mouse input speed up a little bit. You saw nothing. Alright, much better. So where were we? We were nerding about something because this is the Nerdcast, I have decided to call it, finally.
I can't remember what we're going on about. We'll probably end up circling back to something that we already talked about. I don't know.
Probably. So, I like the Diffindo challenge because it's outdoors. I guess that's one place to start the conversation.
Doors. What about doors?
I said it's outdoors.
It's outdoors. I thought you said you liked it because of the doors.
I mean, it has plenty of those too.
Okay. And these snails, do they actually have... Okay, they do have a spot to fall into, right?
Yep. Not all of them. And they will wake themselves up during cutscenes and what have you. And they will leave the traps.
Oh.
But they do have a place to go. There's a lot of things that you can cast out for beans around here.
This is full of beans.
Alright.
If it was like this in real life, though, like, there'd be so many health problems with this.
With giant orange snails and what have you.
No, just like random sweets all over the ground, people just picking them up.
Oh.
God knows, been left out there for God knows how long. Just casually, you know.
Yep, let's ease this. I don't know how long it's been sitting in the watering can, but sure.
Yeah, why not? Oh, you got 3 stamina bars already.
I got 3
Was that from
stamina
last
bars
time?
already. Huh?
Was it from last time?
There are wires in the way of my mouse. Yeah, it's been like that for a little while.
Okay, I can't remember it being like that last time. Have you progressed off cam, or am I just being weird?
You're just being weird.
Okay.
No worries. Come on, Snail, turn around. Whoop!
Oh
man,
gosh. That was a troll snail right there.
Nice try, Harry.
Are they faster than I think? No, they do kind of accelerate, don't they?
Yeah, they move decently fast. So you can go in there. And I can stop messing around and taking damage, because that was no fun.
So we haven't done the Spongify challenge yet, have we? Is that the last part?
Yep, that's the last challenge.
Okay.
So saving game. I backed up my save files, so if something goes terribly wrong, we're probably not completely out to dry. But, well, I'll try to make nothing go terribly wrong anyway.
Okay.
So I think those are technically animals, aren't they? The Horcrux mushrooms?
Animals? I don't know.
They're like animals that look like plants? Or fungus?
I guess.
Whatever.
I guess so.
I think that's what I read in Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
They're actually animals. Oh wow. Fair enough.
And way to throw those things over the bottomless cliff, Gnome. No, you don't.
Don't stand there, man. It's dangerous. What are you doing? Rebel, man.
I haven't died yet, and I like to keep it that way. If I recall, Peeves is still in this chest, isn't he?
I hope not.
Hello.
There he is.
I am noping on out of here.
This is a bad place, but this is such a happy place. It's an outdoors green place, and then you just put Peeves there. Like, it doesn't match.
It's basically the mimic chest of Harry Potter. You know how in other RPGs you have a chest that will attack you if you open them?
I guess so. This can't be any game that does that, though. I don't play too many RPGs.
You need to do that. Let's see, I gotta jump this way. I don't particularly like it when I just narrate everything that I do, word for word, in a commentary, but I kind of tend to do that anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's much better when we're just freeform nerding about stuff.
I think it's better, yeah, we're not just blandly just repeating everything that's going on in the game.
Yeah, I gotta work on that. Anyway, pixies galore. And I believe there's a card in there. Oops.
We should get a third person involved, like Lee Jordan role or something. Just we talk about nerd stuff and then he just kind of commentates the background.
Who did you say, Lee Jordan?
I said Lee Jordan because
like
proper
Fred Jordan,
Quidditch,
Lee Jordan.
Yeah, like Quidditch commentary in the game. Does he not commentate? Yeah, he does.
Oh, come on.
We need that spirit of commentating, I guess.
A radio person.
Well. Yeah.
Beans. Have almost 1,000 of the thing so far. That's cool.
Beans, they're good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you.
Is that the song? What? I know the
I
know the rhythm, but I don't know the words.
There he goes, getting another. Why do I forget these things? Challenge star. There we go.
I picked up a challenge star. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I guess. I was just thinking about like all the 3 games. I think the knights in this thing, the armor stands are much better than the third one, animation wise.
They actually have animations in this game. I don't remember if they had animations in the third game. Do they?
Some of them just smashed to pieces. It's just in the. Which one are you thinking of?
Prisoner of Azkaban, PC.
And they just smash into pieces. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, some of them. I don't know. Oh, fair enough. Oh. More beans.
Down this hole. Hello, frog. There I go again, just narrating everything that happens word for word. Alright, there's a challenge star. And
what do you think about the design of these levels in terms of how they're put together?
What do I think about them?
Yeah.
Ooh, look, Ghost Bean. For the most part, they're pretty well done.
Structurally, yeah.
This one, for example, does a fairly good job of introducing new uses for Diffindo. Although I feel like the introductions to the Horklumps and what have you aren't really necessary. But, see, this opens up if you do a special thing, doesn't it? Lumos.
I remember there's one Lumos thing which does something, but I don't know what it opens. I think
in this
it was in the first
area?
Not in this area, it was in the first challenge, and I could never figure out like where it leads to. I could never figure out the secret that it unlocked, so I was like, yeah, screw this. Just keep on moving.
In the first challenge, I'm trying to think of that.
In the first on the December challenge.
The only one I remember that does the only Lumos gargoyle I remember from the December challenge is the one by the elevator platform right after that.
Okay.
Is there any more? I don't remember.
Do you know what would make this game more awesome? I think it's already pretty good in terms of like secret areas, but if it had Leviosa,
that would be fun.
That would be so good.
That's the only spell that didn't make a return in some form in this game.
Yeah, and then it never came back in the third game. Actually, in the third game they did drop quite a few spells, didn't they?
Yeah, probably for scope reasons.
They dropped a lot of spells and a lot of mechanics in general.
And they repurposed Flipendo and Depulso or whatever it is.
And then they changed that back to something else in the fifth one. The pushing charm.
Depulso came back.
Depulso came back in the fifth one as the charm that pushes stuff away from you.
Yeah.
The opposite of Accio. Oh, there we go.
I like how Accio works in the fifth game, but fifth game. Oh look, there's an outside there. I never noticed that. The fifth game just was a little less fun in that it was very much of a walking around fest.
Yeah, it wasn't too much exploration and secrets. Invented a new phrase. There we go.
I was gonna call it a grind fest, and then I thought, that doesn't sound quite right because they're not really grinding out anything unless it's like dialogue with NPCs. There's only one bean in that thing. So instead I went for a walking around fest.
Walking on sunshine.
And there
Oh
are
my
a
gosh.
lot of gnomes in this area. I guess so that you don't have to spend forever waiting for them to
Do
eat all
these
those
do these
mushrooms.
critters do any damage? The
The
spiders.
horklumps?
The spiders, the critters.
Oh, the
Bugs.
spiders? I don't think so.
It's kind of a nice touch. I don't know. I'm trying to decide whether or not they're a good touch or not.
They are kind of useless. I've never left
Yeah.
them sitting. I've never left them climbing on you for long enough to really find out. Ooh, look. This might be an instance of the gnome getting stuck in the gnome hole glitch. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, are you? Yeah, I've never left them crawling on you long enough to find out, but I don't think they do damage.
And they're just there to create lag. They could have used that resource power to something else. Processing power, I mean.
They could have. So here we're gonna have a new thing introduced.
This engine actually, there's one thing that one of the sort of people in the community pointed out. There's quite a lot of good lighting effects in this game.
I guess there are. I've noticed a lot of lighting baked in.
No. I mean, I'm sorry. Like dynamic lighting effects in the engine that are never used in this game.
Oh, really?
There's like
In
shimmery
Unreal 1.
lights, like light reflecting off of water kind of thing.
Water is another thing that was never used in this game.
Water was kind of used, I guess. I don't know.
There was waterfalls and stuff.
There are waterfalls and there's like a fountain type thing in the Willow challenge where you go and get the save book or the wizard card or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, so
There's like a little.
I guess you can count that. Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that though, the first game had more water related stuff like Leviosa challenge.
I got hit by something. Yeah, there was I believe the Forbidden Forest level also had water in the first game.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, in this game, the Forbidden Forest level has some waterfally stuff, but I don't think there's any standing still water or anything.
What do we call the Forbidden Forest? Is that like the Whomping Willow level in this case?
No, the Forbidden Forest is the one where you're following the spiders go to Aragog.
Oh yeah, because that was in this game, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm so.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I'm just showing how deep of a fan I am for this game.
How long it's been since you played this.
Yes.
I'm surprised I did not take damage there, because I almost fell off. You, sir, can stop throwing stuff at me.
See, these creatures are fun as well. They took this out of the game as well in the third one. So annoying.
Bowtruckle? Yeah, it's because there's
Yeah.
no Wigan World, because that game is easy enough as it is.
It's so annoying. No spells, no creatures. They added some creatures in, but I don't know, they were kind of rubbish. What was that little thing that kind of grew out of the ground and started chucking weird goo everywhere?
Bunderman?
Oh yeah. Those are alright. That's a novel thing, but... What, are they part of like the universe? The Harry Potter lore?
They're in the Fantastic Beasts book.
Okay.
I keep getting smashed by these things. Do I really care to go after all the Wigan World bark? Not really.
So when did that book come out? Was that before the first game or?
I want to say 2006. I could grab it off the shelf. And,
No, that's
with
fine.
the
I'm just
copyright thing.
wondering. I'm just wondering where they got the inspirations from, the game devs, when they made these creatures.
J.K. Rowling probably had notes and stuff,
Okay.
and I don't know if she just consolidated those into a book and wrote it for. You cannot do that. For whatever Fantastic Beasts was for. I think it was for some charity or something. You. I am taking damage left and right all of a sudden. Alright, so I can get out of this area. I came so close to dying in this area the first time I played this game. Which is a little surprising that I didn't, because I died a lot the first time I played this game.
Oh, nice. You're doing alright health-wise.
I have 2.5 bars. Did you ever figure out what this gargoyle is for? Because as far as I know, this one has no purpose.
Yeah, I do get that. That's why I said in the first level I didn't know what the frick it did at all. This is a nice touch. These areas, they're sort of undergroundy, caverny areas.
Yeah, it's not really a cavern. It is really a dungeon.
What is it? Oh, right, fair enough.
from a gameplay perspective. Like, I would have guessed that this area led up here from that gargoyle, but one, Harry's wand went out already, and two, I don't think there's space for it. Guess we shall never know.
Unless we go into ghost mode and fly around at some point, looking
Yeah.
for
Which I
random
did.
rooms.
I did go looking for secret areas, but I never found anything. Although this is one of the bigger levels, so it doesn't really mean much if I didn't find anything. Oh, did I miss that spell? Nice. Alright.
Actually, in the editor, I've looked around. There's a special actor, like a marker that they put in every secret area.
Uh-huh.
So if you look that up, you can actually find every single area in the game, because you can search for stuff in the game.
I figured there was something
Easily.
like that. There's to this day there is one secret in the Spongify challenge which I have never found. One, maybe two. I think there's one. And I've thought about doing that, but I've never actually been not lazy enough to actually do it. And I say the word actually a lot.
I'm wondering if there are any like hidden secret areas that like never made it. They're just kind of lying around there that they never got rid of.
Possibly. Like a marker that's just floating out in the middle of nowhere.
Like an area secret that you can't visit. It's just abandoned off to the side, because they do kind of have duplicate levels, environments.
That's also possible. See, I think we're getting down to the end of this challenge.
Yeah, I think, how many stars have we got now?
Does it say? It does not say.
Oh
It's
well.
a map. I'm closer to that snail than I would really like. I do like how the challenges wrap around each other. Like, now we're in the upper level of where, there you are, of where we started.
Yeah. That's why I like the structure of the design. There's all self-contained and reusing certain areas.
The Root December
certain
challenge
areas-
is the only spell challenge that doesn't do that to some degree.
Yeah. Oh, that was their first attempt, wasn't it? So you can understand.
Yeah, I guess.
Wasn't it? I'm assuming it's their first attempt.
Yeah, we don't know the
idea.
order in which they made these. Ooh, that spawned right on top of me.
Oh my gosh. That is a miracle he didn't take any damage.
I think I did. Not much. But I think I did. You guys stop that. And this last snail I still need. Usually this one would come after you. But today he just doesn't seem to see you. You have to push it in a long way. Much better. Fortunately, I don't think this platform will come back up.
Very, very true.
Alright, the challenge star should be just around this corner. Although if I recall, there is still some flower pot stuff, and I think there's actually a chest beyond the challenge star. Yep, chest. So how's your day going, Unworld? We seem to have run out of things to talk about.
Oh my gosh. Not too bad. It's been alright. I spent a lot of the day playing Minecraft, to be honest.
Nice.
I'm sure Discord would have shown that.
I haven't been looking. I was at school for several hours.
Fair enough. I'm not on now. I've left the server running, and it's just doing stuff in the background. So
Wow.
while I watch you do this, the server will be collecting and generating random stuff.